Well, it's Friday. You made it through the week. So glad you can join us here on the 208. And what a week it's been. A highlight for sure. The Idaho Legislature wrapped up their business for the year. And boy, it was quite a year for lawmakers. They accomplished, though, a top-tier item, property tax relief. And major storylines we followed all session center on some of the social legislation, battles over voting, education, and health care, just to name a few. Republican leaders down at the State House, they tell me they are pleased with the session, but they know what they want to double down on. Conversations like harmful materials in libraries heading into next year. But to debrief the session, I caught up with Republicans and Democrats at the State House, and leaders on both ends shared their reaction to the end of the session and the body of work they can now reflect on. Now, Republicans, to start with, they say they checked off a lot of items on their legislative list.
Yeah, I think, when you have a 50% turnover in the body, which we did in the Senate, you don't know exactly how everything's going to play out, but I think it played out pretty well. If you look at the governor's State of the State address and all where he started, I think we've been able to deliver on most of his programs that he wanted. I think the legislature's done the things they wanted to do as far as the social issues and budgeting. So I think all in all, it's been a really good year.
And first year as the House Speaker, Representative Moyle, what are your thoughts on your first year replacing now Lieutenant Governor Bedke?
It was fun. I had a good time. House members hit the floor running. We did some great things for education, roads, tax relief. We touched all the bases, and it was a learning experience, but it was enjoyable. I really enjoyed it.
So what about the other side of the aisle? Well, Democrats tell me that they're happy that property taxes was addressed this year, but they maintain that there were better options on that front that also preserved the March election date for bonds and levies that schools use. That will now be going away per the property tax legislation. Now, Dems tell me they're very concerned with the direction of the legislature, especially on social topics. In years past, Democrats in Idaho have said that they believe our state has the most dangerous legislature.
Sadly, we kind of lived up to that billing in many ways again. I felt for a lot of people in Idaho, it was really a full-time job to be in there doing battle against their government, just trying to protect their basic rights. They felt many people just had to write, call, testify every single day to make sure they still had the right to vote, by absentee, or that they retained their ballot initiative rights, or that they tried to retain some shred of access to health care, parental control, books, libraries. It really was kind of this nonstop assault on freedoms coming at the hands of their elected officials, unfortunately.
How did it feel in the Senate? I imagine you have a similar opinion.
Oh, very similar. And I think, this is the year that the Senate really changed a lot after the last election, and a lot of, establishment Republicans lost their positions. And so we saw a huge battle in the Senate in the Republican Party where Democrats actually had to save a lot of the bills and budgets. I think, overall, I feel pretty shell-shocked by this session. I've been in the legislature 9 years, and I don't think I've ever seen more citizens devastated and really upset.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. We will get to a lot more on that topic and more on both sides of the aisle. Join us this Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for our Viewpoint program. I'll sit down with legislative leaders. We address the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Have a question for lawmakers? Well, feel free to send us a message here to the text line. Happy to pick their brain now in the aftermath of the legislative session. And if there's anything you want to read up on, check out our website, ktvb.com. Full politics there.